We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play one, and Prescott to the air. On the left side, Gallup's got it. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Now, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington. Cowboys winning that ball game, so they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
Here we go.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man, complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. On play action, Prescott. And it's caught. And he's brought down. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Pollard, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there, second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs. And
confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott tosses the out route here to Gallup. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Prescott off play action. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
On 2nd and 9, Powell. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 19, Hawk 19. Panther 11, Panther 11, go street. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Powers through him and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken right on the 30.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Howell throwing on 1st down here.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Howell.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Sly able to put this one through.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play action now. Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Prescott looks to throw on first. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some space here. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Hal, he'll look to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on second down. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First down, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. On third down, it's Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Dak's going to keep it.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A 9-yard touchdown there.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Washington.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Prescott. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On play action, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 164 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and 12, Powell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Back to throw, Howell. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Powell to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Here's Howell.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's back to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it?
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,
it was a less than stellar end to what was really a brilliant season as they'll finish at 15-2 overall.
And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.